Hi, this is Pam. I'm with Paper Craft Creations. I'm making a card this week for Team Tiny, and Team Tiny is a YouTube group that we all do videos so that maybe we can get more subscribers to our channel. And I'm doing a card this week for my great nephew. He got married a couple of weeks ago, and I thought I would do a card. And it very good artwork, but it's kind of a sketch. And we were told in when I went to graphic arts school to do a thumbnail. This is what you call a thumbnail of what you're going to do. And what I'm going to do is, this is supposed to be like a fence, and I'm going to have two dogs in front of it facing each other because she's a dog groomer with some flowers in the background. And then I'm going to have a little cat sitting over here, and I'm going to have congrats and so happy together. So this is just kind of a rough draft. And this time our card is supposed to be normal. Cards are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're supposed to do any size card other than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this is a decal edge. This is called decal edge, and it's some cards that my sister-in-law gave me, and they're 5 by 7. So I thought I would use this card size, and I'm gonna use this as my base to do the actual artwork on. And then the fence is gonna come from right here, and it's Stampin' Up stamp, and this stuff is all in another language, but it was cheaper to get the stamp. It was on sale, and it was cheaper to get the stamp and I think this is in French and another language. And what I mostly wanted it for was the fence and the little cat and then the little flowers, which I may use some of these flowers right here too. So anyway, that's the fence right there that I'm going to use. And then I'm going to use this Stampin' Up dog punch and do one facing this way and do a one facing the other way, and then put a little love on there as well. And then I'm either going to do these flowers in the background, or I may do some of these flowers in the background. I'm not sure yet. And then I've got a Catherine Pooler stamp that says "So Happy Together." I'm going to put on there. And then I've got this stamp here from LDRS Creative, and it says "Congrats," and it's got a dive. So that's what my plans are right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this, and I'll be back and show it to you in a little bit. Okay, I've got my fence line stamped here, and I did do a line across to make sure I kind of got it straight. And what I'm doing now is I'm taking my water brush, and this ink is water reactive, so I'm taking it and I'm pulling the ink down just to give the fence a little bit of color, so that it's not all just the same color as the background of the card. So I'm going to go ahead and get that part done, and I'll be back in a moment and show you what else I'm doing. Okay, now that I've got this colored, using the ink, bringing down the ink with the water, I've made a mask, and I've made that mask so that I can cover this part right here up. And then I'm going to take the the flowers that I showed you all earlier, and I'm going to stamp them in the background here. I got distracted a while ago because I made a mess and dropped my Coke into some stickers, and I had to clean it all up. So I don't have this loaded yet, but anyway, I'm going to take this stamp right here, and I'm going to stamp it in the background so that the stem doesn't show. It's just going to show the flowers coming up behind the fence, but I don't want this stem on my fence, so I'm going to use that to mask that out. And I'm going to use, I'm just going to do it in this area here. I think I'll just do one, maybe 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then maybe one over here and one over here. And then I'll color the flowers some pretty colors. So I'll be back in a minute. Hi, this is Pam again. So what I've done is, as I had told you before, I watercolored the fence line, but because of the water, it kind of all it did like this right here. It it bled out of the line, so I went in there with a brown marker and I better identified the fence lines and did that. Then I've stamped these flowers here and I've colored them in. And the next thing I'm going to do is I feel like that there needs to be a little bit of maybe flower or some greenery right here before I put the dogs and everything on. And so I've sampled some greenery right there, a stamp that has green right there. So I'm gonna go ahead on along the line here, the fence line, and I'm gonna put that greenery in. And then to cover that up, I've made this paper here from some mica powder, and I'm thinking about taking that and cutting it and putting that right there underneath there like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get that part done, and then I'll come back and show you what I've got done so far. Okay, I've added the greenery at the bottom here, and then I've also added the green here that I made using the mica powder the other day. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I use this hole punch right here, and it's a Stampin' Up! Hole punch that's retired. I used that punch and I punched out a brown dog that's going to sit like about there, and a blonde dog because his wife is, my nephew is kind of brown-headed and his wife is blonde-headed, so I just did a brown dog and a blonde dog, and they're going to sit like right there. And then I'm going to put a red heart. Let me get this heart here. I'm going to put like a red heart. I don't know if y'all can see that, but put a red heart between them. And then I'm going to put little hearts up in the top right here like little stars. So, and then I think the next thing I've got to do is just add the greeting on there and then put it on the card and then do a little bit on the inside. I did go in and I did add little bitty flowers around just to kind of fill it in. So I've got that part done. So I think it's turned out pretty cute. So anyway, I'll finish it up and I'll come back and show you the final product. Okay, I've got the card completed. What I did is I did add this little band here because I thought it kind of helped separate a little bit more. And then I put the dogs up on dimensionals, and then I just punched out a whole bunch of these hearts and glued them on top of each other so that would be dimensional as well. And I put the hearts in the background, and it's not perfect, but I think it looks good. I think it's real cute. And I stamped and punched out the greeting here that says "So Happy Together," and then on the inside I put "Congrats, follow your dreams," with another little dog. So that completes my card. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this card today. Again, this is for Team Tiny, and Team Tiny is a Facebook group that helps us to enlarge our YouTube channel. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this card. I can't talk today, and I hope you all have a great day. And if you wouldn't mind, please like my video and please subscribe to my channel. I sure do appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.